God of War Ascension Titan difficulty guide. This is chapter 5, the village of Kirra. So this is a pretty long chapter and a pretty difficult chapter. So it starts off with just a bunch of red orb collecting. You want to make sure to break all the furniture as well as open all those red chests. Like all that crap laying around, like that little rickshaw, pots, whatever, those red orbs will add up to, sometimes more than the red chests. So let's see. That was like at least 100 red orbs from that table I broke. And that was less from the red chest. So breaking that table, it looks like, was more important than getting the chest. So now that I've got enough to upgrade my Blades of Chaos, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's see, we had 144, and I have 177, so that got me like 30, and breaking the table got me like 60. So breaking that table was worth like 2 of the red orb chests, which is kind of crazy. So don't forget to get those collectibles back there. And up next, pretty difficult fight. We got 2 of the elephant guys at once. Now, the first elephant guy, you want to attack him and kill him as fast as you can. I edited out some deaths there. This is a pretty tough section. So I'm just trying to get behind him and use my X attack. So after a certain amount of time, dogs will show up, 2 dogs, and after another amount of time, the second elephant will show up. And the second elephant he shows up after a certain amount of time, not a certain amount of damage. So you want to get as much damage done to this guy before the second guy comes out as you can. So just roll away from his stomps and his attacks, get behind him, and do 2 or 3 square presses in a row, depending on how much time you have. If you don't have time, quick 1-2, it's better than nothing. You don't always have to get the full combo off, So, luckily I got this guy killed pretty much as soon as this next guy showed up. And remember, after you QTE him, you still have to keep hitting square to kill him. It's a great fatality. The elephant and the Cyclops definitely have some great finishers, like the guts falling out of the Cyclops' stomach and popping the brain out of the elephant's head. Definitely some great finishing moves. So keep doing to the second guy what you did to the first guy. Just keep trying to stay behind him, dodge his attacks. Get 2 or 3 hits in each time with your square attack, your light attack. I feel like it's okay to say square attack because this is only on one platform, the PlayStation. So square is the only button you'll ever press for a light attack. There we go. So right now I'm still jamming on X to finish him, and you have to, if he reaches out for you like that, you have to move the, the stick over to kind of dodge out of the way. Pop him that brain. So I just finish off the dogs. And these new areas open up. Make sure to break any pots. Anything you missed during the fight. I'm sure most of it got broken during the fight. You always double check those doors. Sometimes they'll break open. So you could see that when I hit R1 right there, it didn't do anything. It's because I already had got it earlier. So just bring this thing all the way over. You can kind of see there's a red chest up there. This is where you need to go eventually. First you need to go down this area. So when you get to this crank, just run past it. And behind this little area is another collectible. What do we got? Gorgon Eye. And fill up your health while you're here. Go ahead and turn this crank. Alright, and we're about, a third of the way through this? Less than a third of the way through this chapter. Quite a long one. So just keep moving on. You know how to deal with bugs. Alright, we got another building that'll open up for red chest.
For those who seek the truth, the heat of Aries' fire has...
And we got another power up for our weapon, for the chains. So go ahead and activate it. Oh, actually, this is the first power-up. Sorry, I've played past this already, so there's 4 powers, so I forget which one we're on. And this is the first one, Fire of Aries. So now, that rage meter in the bottom right corner of your screen actually means something. So, just go ahead and press the sticks in, L3 and R3, and that'll trigger the fire or the fury special move, and basically it like puts this flame in these guys' heart, and then when it explodes it lets you grab them and use them like a human shield. But if you don't use that rage thing right away during this part, you can just keep killing guys forever, and it really doesn't give you any extra red orbs. I thought I could just maybe find a glitch here and just get infinite red orbs, but they figured that out and made it so that you kept killing guys but not getting any rewards for it. So once you trigger all these guys, I would just do the grab throw move since these guys don't have shields or anything. When you're using grab throw, it's really easy to get your combo multiplier high and not get hurt, which is important on Titan difficulty. To not get hurt, because you will lose health very quickly. You also have magic now. So magic, so the health bar is like, you can lose a little bit at a time. The magic bar is built into chunks. So right now you have 1 bar of magic. So if you use a magic spell, it'll use the whole thing. And then once you upgrade the Phoenix Feathers, then you'll get another bar of magic. The weird thing is, well, maybe the magic bars do spend partially, because I know you can fill them up partially, because some of the enemies you kill, you'll get some blue orbs back, a little bit of magic back. But that depends on what weapon you use. So each weapon, so like right now I have the fire version of the weapon, and I guess that gets me extra red orbs when I kill someone. One of them does extra blue, one does extra green, one does extra gold. I forget which is which. So, and then gold orbs they build your fury bar. Green, fill your health. Blue, fill your magic. And red, fill your red orbs that you use to buy stuff. So you can see when you get to like a 200 point combo, like I just did, I got like 20 something red orbs, which is pretty close to opening an extra red chest on Titan difficulty, since they barely give you anything. So definitely take advantage of this opportunity. So there's the magic. So with the fire magic spell, launch it, well, with all magic spells, launch it with R2, and then fire one. Every time you'll get a quick time prompt press one of the buttons to get a second attack in. Alright, so this part is quite a bit more difficult than any other part we've done so far. This is the part of the Titan difficulty guide where you have to block and parry. Because if you don't, it's just going to be too hard. So you got these guys throwing spears at you. Take them out first. So I built my rage meter up while I was killing those guys. Then I exploded it on the big dude. And then when they have the white thing over their head, that means you can grab them and either take them for a ride or chuck them, depending on the enemy type. So now is when you use your block, and basically you can hold block forever against these guys and they'll do no damage. They'll just kind of move you around. But while you're holding block, if you press X, you get this parry move, like right there. And if you time it while they're hitting you, it backfires on them, or parries them, and it'll put a white bar over their head, and you can grab them and do some damage. And if you just try to attack these guys without blocking them and parrying them first, they'll just tear you apart, because there's too many of them, really. And, you know, as soon as you try to hit one, the next guy's hitting you. The only tough thing about that parry move, so you're blocking, you hit X, it does the move. If you time it wrong, you're no longer blocking, they'll hurt you. So that's the risk in parrying. You have to time it right or you'll lose some health. So just rinse and repeat. Keep blocking and parrying, at least for this type of enemy. There's definitely enemies that have attacks that you cannot block. You'll just die. You can see this guy's able to block, whereas those other guys I fought earlier couldn't block. Boom, shakalaka. So yeah, if you don't think you can do that, this is the point where you should turn off Titan difficulty mode. But if you think that parrying is fun and gives you an extra challenge, good, because that's why this is a fun difficulty, because it's not just a breeze every time you run into an enemy. So this next part, we got some birds to fight. Just making sure none of those things were breakable pots. Pick up the sling. It's a pretty good weapon. It's a ranged weapon. So they got these dive bomber birds. Just lure them down to this area. Makes them much easier to take out. So you don't have to worry about any other enemies hitting you. I got some extra gold orbs on that one. So fill up on health most likely. Since you've got your choice between health or magic, I almost always choose health if I'm low on health. You know, because magic is nice, but you know, you don't need it in order to get through the game. So we got a nice little wheel, and there's some dudes, 3 dudes to kill. If you've got some extra slingshots, go ahead and use them. Pretty effective against these dudes. So you'll be back to this part later. But right now, just run around. Oh, can't get through there. And get those orbs, chests, red chests. And then pull this crank out. And this, the scraps to your right, you can climb up. So let go. There we go. You can see stuff floating in the air. It kind of looks like a glitch, but it's not. Kind of be explained a little later on. Come on, there we go. Shimmy, shimmy. Alright, don't forget to break the table. Those are worth quite a bit. As I keep on saying over and over again. Dogs and birds. It's always a good fight. Enemies that you love to grab. Bunch of tables to break. Some good red orb. There we go. Yeah, I like to take the birds out first just because they have that dive bomb move, which is pretty annoying. Dogs are always pretty easy. Oh my gosh, one got me. Of course, as soon as I say they're easy, one gets me. Come on, grab him. That was weird. I guess sometimes when they're a little bit above or below where you're standing, you can't get them. What do we have here? Gorgon Eye. Almost full. Some health, which I shouldn't need, because I shouldn't let those dogs get me, but oh well. Alright, we got a little bit of a puzzle. Not too difficult. So, run in after this big crusher. Break this fence down. And then you're just going to pull out all of these stoppers. So I pulled out that first one, but then it got knocked back in right away. So I'm going to pull that first one back out again. You need to get all three out at the same time. Okay, all three are out, and that should give you enough time to run the opposite way and get up there. Ooh, cut it close. Alright, health upgrade. Okay, once you got everything, you're going to grab onto this thing and pull it towards the screen, which I'm not doing. Come on. There we go. That's going to pull those things out permanently. So that will leave us with one more fight, one more kind of tough fight for this very long chapter. So just backtrack a bit. Thought I'd double check that door, I guess. Alright, now you can climb up this ledge and fight the Gorgon. Pretty sure that's what these snake ladies are called. Come on. Come on. There we go. So these girls, or snakes, combo, have the ability to turn you into stone. So when you see that they're doing that, get out of the way. There. Can't block that one, just gotta roll out of that one. You can see I turned a little bit stone colored right there because she almost got me. I was in the light for a little too long. So do the quick 1-2. You can stay in your block. Get 3 in if you've got enough time. And as soon as you get that fury meter full, go ahead and unleash it. There, you got that white thing above her head. And that uses the stone blast. So if there were more than one enemy right there, it would have turned everybody else into stone, which is pretty sweet. But when you're just one-on-one with her, it's not as useful. Oh man, she grabbed me. Unfortunately, when she grabs you like that, your fury meter goes all the way down. So if you see her about to do that, get out of there. Roll away. You can see that blocking and parrying does the same effect as the fury move, puts that white bar over their head. So when you do get the red bar over her head, you still got a little bit of work to do. Chop her, and look out when she's about to swipe you or use that stone ray. Oh, and then just chop her head in half. Pretty solid finisher. Alright, and yeah, that's it. Chapter 5. Good job if you've made it this far.